Hello and welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing the zero waste tag, and I have been tagged by Tara White Talks. She has a wonderful channel. She talks about minimalism and simple living. She creates her own products. She also talks about the KonMari method, and she's currently living in Japan. She's just really lovely, and if any of those things interest you, please go check her out. Also, a shout out to Snapshots of Simplicity for creating this tag. It has been so wonderful to watch my favorite zero wasters and even people I didn't know just share their stories and their tips and the things that they really love about this movement. So it's been really awesome. So thank you, Snapshots of Simplicity. I just have the questions here, so I guess I will jump straight into them. So what got you started? I was originally traveling around Europe with a couple of my friends, and we were staying in Airbnbs and we'd just be there for a couple of days, but then when we left we'd have to bring all the trash from the Airbnb with us, and because we were in Europe we were told not to drink the water but to drink like bottled water. So we had all these plastic bottles because we were drinking quite a lot. It was the middle of summer, and yeah, it was just every time we left somewhere we left so much trash behind us. And at the same time, or I think a few weeks beforehand, I watched a video of Lauren Singer. It came up on my newsfeed and it just planted the seed, and I just started paying more attention to my waste. And I don't know, while I was traveling I just did lots of research, and then when I got home I tried to implement, you know, like different zero waste swaps, and yeah, it was really wonderful. So it's just like one random video planted the seed in my mind, and yeah, it's really helped me to make some important changes. So this is why I encourage everyone and anyone who wants to make videos around zero waste, whatever it is, the more that's out there, the more common it is and the more used to it people are. So make a video about this if you really want to. What was your most memorable moment? One of my memorable moments was when I just started, and I went out and I got some mason jars, and I was like coming home. I think I was in Oxford Street, and I went into the Lush store just to like have a look around, and I thought, well, why don't I get my like bath bombs and some soap and put them in the jars that I already have. And I asked the people, and they cut the soap to size and I put it in the jar, and they were so helpful and so lovely. And I think there was about 5 or 6 people who actually came up to me and was like, you're the girl shopping in our store with the mason jars, like this is really cool. And I had some really like awesome conversations with different people, and it was kind of hard because it was like when I just first started, so I didn't have the answer to all their questions, but it was such a nice moment, and that was like such a motivating moment as well. Also, I've had moments where like supporting local stores, where I found that to be really great, and especially in London they have, you know, a store that's dedicated to fixing shoes, and a store that's dedicated to like light bulbs, and a store that's dedicated to sinks. Like there's, you know, very much like stores that are just for the one thing instead of like the store that does everything. And yeah, supporting the local people, like going to my local like farmers market there, or going to local fruit stores, that was really wonderful because they're so supportive. And then you get to know the people who have had the stores for generations. Like I started getting my shoes re-heeled and resoled, and I would go to the guy in Nunhead, and you know, I'd get to talk to him. It only cost me like, you know, £10 to get my shoes like re-heeled and resoled, and his son was working there with him, and it was like a family business, and they had it for like 4 generations, and it was just like so wonderful. I really loved that about, yeah, becoming more waste free, as like then looking at the store, like at more local stores, and finding different ways of doing things. So I really love that. That's one of my favorite things, and that's like a memorable moment. I don't know, I'm just gonna tell you that anyway. That doesn't fall into the question category. What is your favorite bulk purchase? I really like dried mango. That's like my favorite snack. I always get it everywhere. It's really expensive, but it's really yummy. What is your most recommended zero waste item? I don't think I have one recommended zero waste item. It's all very dependent on what you're trying to cut out. And yeah, I don't know, you can watch my simple zero waste swaps video if you want. That talks about all those items, and I completely recommend all of them, and I use them on a day-to-day basis, and they're very useful. What keeps, oh actually, here we go. This is the item I recommend the most, or the tool. The most important zero waste tool is your mindset and educating yourself, because when you educate yourself, you're then motivated to want to do this. So like, watch documentaries, read blogs. There's so many people on social media now. Like, I did this about 2 years ago and there wasn't as many people, and now there is so many wonderful people on Instagram and on YouTube who are sharing their stories. And if you follow a lot of these people, it's just constantly coming up in your newsfeed, and it can be really inspiring to just follow people just doing different things. And that is my favorite tool, is just like the fact that we have social media. That is one of the best zero waste tools, because you can learn so much. And also just, yeah, educating yourself, thinking about it, that's also another really wonderful zero waste tool. Like, having an awareness of waste is something that not a lot of people have, so the fact that you're developing that is really wonderful. So I don't know, that doesn't really count, but I'm going to say it anyway, like I did with my other little story. What keeps you motivated? Yeah, it's the education thing. It's seeing other people doing this, and it's really empowering. I think it's really empowering to do this lifestyle, because you're finding new ways of doing things, or not even new ways actually. You're reverting back to a lot of the old ways of doing things before, you know, everything became like, I don't know, consumerist and like, you know, very easy to buy things. It's so easy to buy things these days, when before it just wasn't as easy. But yeah, that's what I really love, is finding like a different way of doing things. And you get to boycott the system. You get to make your own toothpaste instead of buying one from the supermarket. And it's really awesome when you're like, you know, looking at a recipe or researching something, and then you actually make it and it works. And you know, a lot of the time it doesn't work, but then when it does, it's really wonderful. And I think that's what keeps me motivated as well. It's really empowering to find, yeah, just an alternative. It's great. And yeah, researching, that keeps me motivated, and having conversations with other people who are interested in this. So like, that's really motivating, because everyone just shares their different stories, their different like tips, and that's really cool. I mean, I don't think one person's going to single-handedly like change global warming or whatever it is, but yeah, and it's like, it's almost even not about the plastic, but it's about having the awareness and people thinking about it and making it a normal thing and a normal topic of discussion. Because I think that's why sometimes it can be hard to do this lifestyle, because you meet people who have never even heard of this, and then you have to sort of work through, you know, and talk to them and like let them know, so that they can then accept what you're doing. And I think if it's more widespread and more common, the more people who talk about this, the more people who make videos or post things on social media, the more common it becomes, and the easier it becomes to do this lifestyle, because there's more awareness of this lifestyle as well. So anyway, that's just another thing that I think, you know, keeps me motivated, is like the conversations, because yeah, it means a lot to like, you know, connect to someone over this. So yeah, in that respect as well, please leave your comments down below if it's anything to do with zero waste, anything you're interested in, any questions you might have for me, or just sharing your own tips and your own ideas and the like swaps that you've been like begun to make. And this is what I want to do. Like, I'm going to tag someone now, and what I want to say is that anyone who wants to do this video, please do it. I am tagging you, because when I first saw this video, I was like, oh well, I don't have many subscribers, I probably won't get, you know, when I first saw the tag video, no one's gonna tag me, I won't be able to do that video, but I kind of want to. And it was so silly of me to think that way. And I think that anyone who wants to do this video, anyone who wants to talk about this in any way, shape or form, you don't have to have an expensive camera or be a wonderful speaker towards the camera. You can watch my first videos and they are pretty horrible. So yeah, just make videos, talk about it if you're interested in, or you know, post something on Instagram, because yeah, it's just so nice to be able to like have those conversations with people, and it keeps you motivated sharing your story as well. So I'm tagging anyone who wants to do this. Please, like, it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. You don't have to be Lauren Singer. You don't have to have all your trash into a mason jar. You just need to be, first of all, you need to have an awareness of it and be working towards trying to find different ways. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to have a stainless steel bottle or anything like that. You just have to be interested in this and working towards making some changes. And yeah, please make this video, tag me in it so I can come and watch your video, because I love hearing everyone's different stories and yeah, different journeys. It's really wonderful. So yeah, I think this video has gone on long enough, so thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I look forward to seeing your video if you're someone who's interested in making it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!